I coach leaders to help them with a specific challenge that they have. My approach is a little bit different. I use metaphors to help them identify where they're stuck and to present a different way of leading. One leader that I worked with was a manager at a national life insurance company. She struggled with conflict and speaking up honestly because mostly her relationships were so important to her, and she didn't want to compromise those relationships in a conflict situation. The metaphor for her current leadership approach was the way of the attentive tour guide. So as a tour guide, she was focused on her small team and making sure that they had a positive experience and was just really attuned to what their needs were and really focused on the relationships. The metaphor for her future leadership approach was that of the fearless eagle, who's confident in her ability to navigate the wind currents, to enjoy the flight, but then being able to land safely as well. As the fearless eagle, she knows others are watching her, and it feels good to see and to be seen. So there was an element for her of kind of not speaking up, wanting to kind of remain in the shadows as opposed to stepping out and being in the spotlight. These metaphors allowed this leader to see the strengths and the limitations of how she currently led others, and also to see how she could lead differently. And she moved from avoiding conflict and avoiding having honest conversations to finding the courage to cultivate healthy conflict with her and her team members. Metaphors helped her envision and work towards a new way of working with her team and with her colleagues. It's hard to look in the mirror sometimes. Sometimes we don't like what we see. And a metaphor to paint that picture for us means that we can look at it a little bit more objectively, which can mean it's sometimes a little bit easier. Also, I might have lots of self-awareness about how I'm currently leading, but I might not know what the alternative is. And that's where the future metaphor really comes in, is it paints a picture of a different way of doing things. So I find metaphors a really powerful way of coaching leaders when I work with them, so they can be more objective about how they're currently showing up without that judgment or guilt or defensiveness, and they can paint a picture of what they're working towards. So let me know if you or a leader that you know might be interested in focusing on a specific challenge that they have, and if you think metaphors might be helpful. Happy to have a conversation.